Kamala Harris. I want to look at her cards in general. And then I want to look at, hey, what happens if Kamala Harris wins the election? I am Kirsten Lakes, an author and intuitive of Third Eye Champagne. In case you're new here, you can find me at thirdeyechampagne.com. You can also find me live on Thursday. That would be tomorrow if you're watching this on Wednesday. Thursdays, I will be live on the YT at 4 p.m. PDT, so you can come, you can ask your questions there. I don't do personal readings there, but you can ask anything you want about anything political or celebrities or aliens or weird stuff or whatever you want, So come and see me there. But I want to do a quickie on Kamala. I just want to do quick cards, see where she is. And then I kind of want to see, okay, if this woman wins, where do we go? I really want to do some in-depth stuff on her. Previously, I have not seen her being president. And I've been kind of adamant about that for years. So I could be wrong. And, I've noticed an uptick, I have to say, in people trying to clown me when I'm wrong. Hey, guess what? No psychic's 100% right 100% of the time. It's not possible. It's just completely not possible. I'm not infallible. I've never claimed to be. So sometimes I do get it wrong. And maybe I've been wrong about Ms. Harris. Ooh, the cards. Maybe I've been wrong. Maybe she will get to be president. Okay, so her cards in general. Okay, we see Biden in the past. We see Biden and Trump in the past, oddly enough. This is wild. Biden and Trump both in her past. Interesting there. Also, I do want to say I'm sorry. I was supposed to be live last Thursday, and I've been a little bit MIA on social media. I had my big Portuguese thing in the last week, and a bunch of family came in, and everybody got COVID. I did not get it, knock wood. But I ended up having to take over a lot of jobs for other people that were not there at the event, and it wiped me out. Yeah, not only I wasn't expecting to be as busy as I was last week at all, but I'm still really tired. It wiped me out. So, okay, Ms. Harris. Well, here we go. Okay, so here's the past in the Celtic. We see Joe Biden and Donald Trump here in her past. Very interesting. Now we see a loss and a victory. So take this as you will. It could be for her. It could be a win and a loss for her. It could be a win and a loss for Biden, win and a loss for Trump. Could be for all three. But we do see a win and a loss here. What's on top of her right now, I am not in love with. Now we know she's raised a bunch of money, so I don't know that this is financial. But I don't love this card. We don't love this card. You can see up close, it's two beggars trying to, they're going to go into the church. This card is called Sanctuary. And then you have the Illusion Delusion card here, the Seven of Cups. I understand there's a lot of optimism online about Harris, which I'm happy about. Great, fabulous, wonderful. She's not getting the best cards. I would like to see her get better cards. So I think that she has a lot of people that are shouting online, which is great, but I think she needs more. I think she needs more IRL stuff here. So we can see that people have rallied behind her. We see that here. The fact of the matter is, and we can see that here as well, people are rallying behind her, so she does have help. But I don't like this. This suggests to me she's not in the greatest position, and we or she can't see it. That's what I don't love. Now, what comes next? Well, she's still not in a great position. We can see her fighting here in the home environment. That is here, Seven of Wands. You can see this person is fighting something. They don't know what they're fighting. They don't know who or what is holding these wands. They just know that they're fighting them. And then what do we have? Well, we've got these cards coming in. So technically it could be an invisible enemy we don't know about, something that she keeps getting these cards, Devil, Illusion, Delusion. So does when I read on the election, it gets the same cards. I read for members like 2 weeks ago, and it was like, I'm getting these cards. I think everybody was kind of upset because the cards were not like, oh shit, she wins by a landslide. I would love to tell you that. Those aren't the cards that I am getting. And I want better cards for this woman. It's not to say that she's not going to win, but I want better cards for her. And it may very well be that these bizarre cards that I'm seeing, it may not necessarily mean that she doesn't win, but that she still doesn't get in somehow. You know what I mean? So there's weird stuff going on. I see the same thing here. So we see the future here. This is her getting her due. This is her ship coming in. But there's something about it that it's not full. It's not complete. So there's some, I would almost say half-assed, but there's something where she's unable to move, where we would like to see her moving. Then we have a lot of energy flying. For me, this is probably going to come. We have an interesting month, by the way. I'll do another video on that. But we do have an interesting month astrologically. I'm not an astrologer, but it's interesting. I can give you the basics, and then I can look for cards, look at cards for it, for you guys. But so we see this. I think this is likely coming later, September, October, November. I think this is coming later. Her end cards are interesting too. I've got the Hermit. I've got the Ace of Cups. And then the Queen of Wands, which is interesting to me because it suggests to me that a woman is somehow integral to her campaign, her career, something, we're waiting on this woman somehow. I don't think it's a vice president. I think you're going to get a nice, non-threatening, patriarchal symbol of the white male for Ms. Harris when it comes to a running mate. I mean, just, line them all up. I know who the options are. Line them all up and pick one, because that's really where it's going, They're all kind of the same. It's a terrible thing to say, but I mean, they're going to pick to make her more appealing, just like they did with Obama. I would give him Joe Biden. He's a cool dude. He knows what he's doing. He's older. They're probably going to do the same with her, more than likely. Going through my deck to try to find her. She wants to be Queen of Pentacles. Let's see what happens if Kamala Harris wins the 2024 election. Mind you, again, I will be live tomorrow on the YT, 4 p.m. PDT. You can watch the playback if you can't make it live. But if you do make it live, you can come in the chat. You can ask your questions. You don't pay to play with me on the YT. You do not pay to play. So you ask questions. You don't have to tip me. You don't have to give me money for me to answer your question. There is no pay to play. The best way to get back for me, if you enjoy what you're doing, what you're seeing, is to become a member of ThirdEyeChampagne.com or my Patreon. It's $11 a month. Very cheap, and you get so much bang for your buck, and you're supporting a small business, so everybody wins. Speaking of winning, let's see. If Kamala Harris wins, what do we get? Nice. Dude, hefty economy. These might all be economy cards. This is all money. It's all money. Okay, if she wins, it would be somewhat of an uneven presidency, which is interesting to me. So the moon here, the moon goes through phases. So when I see the moon card here, I mean, yeah, it can suggest lunacy. I don't think she's crazy by any means. But this to me says it's not consistent. I think Biden's been fairly consistent. I think he's gotten more, let's give him this, let's give him that. As things go on, he's like, let's do more student loans. Let's reform the Supreme Court. Let's do all the things. I think she's going to be uneven. There's something uneven about it. But there is prosperity here. There's a lot of money. Check this out, dude. So new economy. Like she would build a new economy. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. This is like, I'm literally getting goosebumps. She would build some kind of a new economy. Very prosperous for America. Would it be the Green New Deal? Maybe. But look at this. I love these cards. So I do love these cards as far as money stuff goes. It looks like it would be fairly peaceful. So she wouldn't be getting us involved in any crazy stuff, which is nice, which is very, very nice. But, and I think this points to the unevenness, there are certain things that would be ignored. So for me, this card is he's got his back to the cups and they came up together. And this guy, he's looking at these 3 cups, but he's ignoring this 4th cup. So there's something that she would be like, just not great at, or ignoring, or she wouldn't get to do it. Like she wouldn't get it. You know what I mean? Like it would be like, oh, I wanted to do that and I didn't have time to do it. But there's something that would be ignored. However, overall, I have to say these are very nice cards. These are actually really, really nice cards. I think that it's also showing us conflict in the past. So it does make me wonder if the problems we've been dealing with, post-Rona and Trump and all this stuff, if she just kind of gets us into a new era, which would be nice, right? Because I think we all want everything to just calm down and chill out. But the most thing I'm seeing here is a thriving, absurdly thriving economy. And I know I've had some pushback saying that economy is going to get better, but I see it. I've been seeing it. The closer we get to 2025, the better the economy gets. And I've been seeing that for years. So my friends, there you go. Again, I'm Kirsten Langston, author and intuitive. Come and hang out with me at ThirdEyeChampagne.com or on my Patreon, Kirsten Langston. Come see me tomorrow on YT. Ask your questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you fairly soon.